The session of Physics Made Easy. In today's session, we shall solve another problem based on our earlier understanding of Newton's laws of motion and force. Please feel free to send your suggestion feedback in the email address learnphysics1232@gmail.com. So let's quickly move to the problem. I have taken this problem from I. Rodop's problems in general physics. So let me quickly run through the problem. In the arrangement of the below figure, there are masses m0, m1 and m2. The masses of the pulley and the threads are negligible and there is no friction in the pulley. Find the acceleration A with which the body m0 comes down and the tension of the thread binding together the bodies m1 and m2 if the coefficient of friction between these bodies and the horizontal surface is equal to k. So the statement of the problem is pretty simple. I mean, as shown in this figure, you can see there are three masses m0, m1 and m2, and the system is in such a way that the m0 mass comes down with an acceleration a, and it says that there is no friction in the pulley. And so to solve this problem, let us assume that the tension of the thread between the masses m1 and m2 is T1 and between m0 and m1 is T2, and let's assume the acceleration with which the m0 mass falls downwards is a. So of course the same acceleration will be applicable for m1 and m2 too. So with this information in mind, let us try to solve this problem. As I had told earlier, before solving any problem, you need to think how I am going to attack this problem. So if you look at the figure, we have three masses. So here, and we need to find out T1, T2 and the acceleration A. We have three unknown variables. So if let's try and see if we can come up with the free body diagram for each of these masses. Then we will have three equations, and solving those will give us the values of the unknown things. So with this in mind, let us attack this problem. So let's draw the free body diagram of the mass m2. So as you can see, the forces which are acting on this mass m2 are its weight, which is m2g, and since it's kept on a surface, there will be a reaction which will be equal to the weight. So I put down the reaction as R equal to m2g. So since these two are exactly equal, there will be no vertical motion. Now let's see what are the other forces. The other force is the tension, which is caused due to this thread, which we have assumed as T1, and there is another force which comes into existence due to the friction between the mass m2 and the surface, and the friction can be expressed as m2g, that is the reaction, into k, which is the coefficient of friction between these two bodies. But since the body is moving towards the left with an acceleration a, so there must be an unbalanced force on the left, which is equal to T1 minus m2g k. So T1 minus m2g k is my net force towards the left, so which will cause the acceleration. So by Newton's law, we know that T1 minus m2g k equal to m2a. So this is the first equation which I come out from drawing the free body diagram of the mass m2. Now let's draw the free body diagram of mass m1 and see what's the equation. So here, unlike the mass m2, here we have another force which is T1 apart from the rest of the forces. So in this case, the what is the unbalanced force? T2 minus m2 gk minus t1. So this force is causing the body to move towards the left. So if we express it in terms of equation, we have T2, which is this one, minus this force minus this one, is equal to m1 into A. Then let's draw the free body diagram of the mass m0. So if we draw the free body diagram of the mass m0, we have only two forces, one is its weight and the other one is the tensor T2. So if you put down the equation, it's pretty simple. So the net force towards this direction is m0g minus T2 equal to m0a. So we have these three equations, and on solving these three equations you get the value of A as this one and the value of T1 as this one. So I mean, in order to have a positive acceleration, the mass m0 should be greater than equal to k into m1 plus m2, because this won't accelerate it downwards unless this is positive. So in order to this to be positive, m0 should be greater than equal to k into m1 plus m2. Hope you have understood solving this problem. Please let me know if you have any queries. I shall be more than happy to answer your queries. Thank you.